Bob Banks went yard. Ready to go. Stepping in, Gendry Rojas. And this one lifted to left. Should be extra bases. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, hustling for two. Into second easily with a leadoff double. That's a swing to be proud of for sure. Maybe not quite the right launch angle, exit view, or combination to leave the yard, but he did a really nice job pounding that one to deep left. Extra bases are always appreciated. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. That's gotta feel good. A two-run blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. 1 out and the bases are empty. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Brennan Valenzuela. This one is labeled. That's got a chance. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. He makes the turn and digs for second base. And into second with one away. That's a double. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Great swing. Not quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell it was going to be extra bases as slides, but it gets by. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Hey, clutch out for us right here.
Well struck, out to left.
Come on, ball, get out of here, get out of here.
Hits the fence. In comes the run from second. It's 4-zip. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Foul ball there. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Nice job to drive in the run. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you a knock. Runner at first, the right fielder. Now at the plate. Got it. And that's the ball game. Oklahoma City used 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Banks. Bob Banks comes into this. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Bob Banks. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing.
Here you go.
That one pulled foul. Banks with 4 runs batted in his last game. On 0-1, the delivery. Foul ball there. That 4 RBI game of his is really notable to me. I know it's so dependent on what your teammates do, but scouts still love to see timely hitting, and that's a great way to demonstrate you've got that skill. Base hit into right. Lead runner's around second. Tries to barehand, and it gets by.
Batting.
2 outs and a runner at first.
Now batting.
Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Eloy Jimenez. Liner, base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. And now runners on the corners with 2 away. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. So digging in, Bob Banks. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot. And the 0-1 now. Hit hard on a line. And now 2 away. No justice in this game. None at all. He was all over that pitch, but might have been better off with a little blooper. Frustrating outcome, but a great swing. And that's just foul. 1 run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the 5th. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. In the air, along the left field line. It falls in, and that's a hit. Around second now, and they still don't have it. The throw to third. He's in there. Well, he flared that out into shallow left, and it's a really tough ball for the third baseman and left fielder to get to, as you saw. That's a fluky base hit. This next at-bat looms very large. So up next, Bob Banks, already with a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning, and he's looking to add to that impact right now. The 0-1 offering.
Oh, you got that one there, boy.
That's a base hit. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Tying run waits at the plate. This one lifted in the air, left field, Banks. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. The tag gets the out. It's a double play to end the inning. Dominic Fletcher will hit next. Hit to the left side. This should be it. Gauthier. And that's the ball game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Bob Banks. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing. Hammered down the line for a base hit. Around first and digging for second. Check that. Stops at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Now it's the power speed combo, Bob Banks. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win.
Your turn. Drive him in, kid. Let's go.
Well struck, right field. And it is gone! Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he's clearly locked in after yet. Digging in for the Comets, Bob Banks. He's already gone yard in this game. Out in front and foul to the left side. The 0-1. Hammers this one in the air deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A 2-run shot. His second of the night. And they boost their lead. It's 13-2. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Next is the designated hitter, Bob Banks. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. This one's gone. Nobody on and 2 outs. Banks getting ready to hit. A 5-hit ball game so far, 3 homers among them. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to second. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Offense held it. Cobb Hightower digs in now. Hit on the ground, might be two. Flips it, there's one.
He's up.
That double play ends it right here. Every time up, he was a threat, and that's a... Bob Banks went yard. Bob Banks now at the plate. There's a buzz in the stadium every time up lately with the hitting streak growing.
No one better, no one better. Clutch up right here.
To the left side, but it is well foul. Banks blasted off 3 times in his last game. That one is absolutely pummeled. And that's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Gendry Rojas. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. And the 0-1 now. On the ground, right side. And that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one to right. And that's a fair ball. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. Digging in, Cobb Hightower. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Way out front for strike 3. Next up for the Chihuahuas, Eloy Jimenez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Down 0-2, swings through it. That's outstanding command on the sinker here in the first, and that could mean a long day for the opposing hitters. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Gavin Sheets will hit next. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Just off the outside edge. And it's strike 2.
1 ball.
Rojas leads off a first with 2 out. Got it. And that'll wrap this inning up. So no runs here. On to the bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, A.J. Vukovic.
The left fielder, A.J. Vukovic.
Inside, ball 1.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Oh, gloves it. And very nicely done for the out. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Dominic Fletcher had an 0 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Next one's popped in the air into right, Freeland. 2 away now.
Batting 7.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Urbaez. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather. Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2. So up next, Bob Banks. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. This one is labeled. Bangs off the wall. One run comes across. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Bottom of the inning, stepping to the plate for El Paso, the right fielder, number 22. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Now here's the 0-2. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 0-2, rocks and fires. Got the batter swinging. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Chadwick Trump. Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. Pitch is in there. 0-2. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual.
Now batting.
We head back to the top of the lineup. Now at the dish, Gendry Rojas. 1 for 1, led off the bottom of the first with a single. Rojas starting at third, batting leadoff today, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. 2 outs, bases empty. Comes up empty, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got the batter looking for the K. Picks up the 7th strikeout. Today's action is brought to you by Ralph's Weasel Emporium. If you've got mustelids, Ralph's is a must. Back here in El Paso, bottom of the 4th. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Rivera. Over to first.
He's out.
Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Good sinker there and got him to mow the grass a bit for a simple ground out. Nice pitching. Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. Late with the swing there. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. 2 away. Gavin Sheets getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes the first time through. That's in for a strike. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Freeland. Play made. That ends the inning. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We've played. Man on at first. Digging in for the Comets, Bob Banks. Dumps one into left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a little bit low.
That's ball 2.
And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Drops into the glove. So digging in, Dominic Fletcher. Flied out the first time.
Ball inside.
This is a more patient at bat than we've seen from the rest of this lineup. He's done well to get ahead 2-0. Missed inside with the curveball. He's had great control all game, but it's a 3-ball count now. Batter has to be ready to hit. There's a strike. The Chihuahuas trailing by 2. Bottom half of the 5th. And that's in for a strike. That's smart pitching to come in on the hands because he's struggled at times with the inside pitch. Good placement on that cutter. Might be one to come back to. Struck out swinging. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Francisco Urbaez struck out swinging the first time. And that ends the inning. So 2 on and 2 out. And now, Bob Banks. He's 3 for 3 with a couple of doubles and a single.
No one better. Clutch up right here.
Laser!
And that gets down into the gap. 1 run is in. Runner around third. Throw cut off to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And now the right fielder, number 22.
The right fielder, number 22.
Fouled off to the right. 0-1, here's the pitch. There's a single at the knees for a strike. This to third, Rivera. Tosses to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And here's the catcher, Chadwick Trump. Struck out swinging the first time. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. Now up, Gendry Rojas. And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Cobb Hightower. He's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make him come into the strike zone if they want to get to him. Way out front for strike 2. Oklahoma City up big in this game. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Sneaks through, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Grounds this one to short. Throw out at first. And that ends the inning. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. And now at the plate, Gavin Sheets. Right through there for a strike. And again on 0-2. Fly ball to right. Munoz on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting.
Now the left fielder, A.J. Vukovic. Still good life on that pitch late in this game. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. Lavastida drifts towards it, and a foul ball. The Chihuahuas with plenty of ground to make up. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. And now the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher. This pitch popped up. Settles under it. And that's the end of the inning. They go down in order.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Oklahoma
new pitcher
City.
on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jared Karros. And he can
Now
really
batting,
rack
the
up the
designated
strikeouts
hitter,
when he toes the
Bob
rubber.
Banks.
More than 1 per inning this season. Making contact. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. 90th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 7-0. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Urbaez. Hard hit, right side. On to first. Ball game. Banks with a great day at the plate in this game and a solid pitching performance as well.